are watching Quest for Glory 1 VGA. So we were talking with Zara, the magic shop keeper, or I don't know how to call it. So let's continue. There is much power in this valley, and it attracts those who use magic. I am here. Erasmus has his house on Zauberberg, and even Baba Yaga has her hut cooped up somewhere around here. Okay, this is gonna be long, I think. She's a powerful and wicked hag. You would be wise to avoid her. She cursed the Baron von Spielburg when he tried to drive her away. Hut. Baba Yaga's hut is magical. It stands on chicken legs, and you must know the rhyme to enter. Ask about rhyme. Sorry. I have no interest in entering Baba Yaga's hut, and therefore do not know the rhyme. Curse. This Baba Yaga's curse cast upon the Baron years ago. Upon von Spielburg and all his clan. This the curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure. So shall you lose all that ye treasure. There is always a way to break a curse. Possibly Erasmus knows more about this. Erasmus makes a point of studying the effects of magic upon mortals. There is little about magic in this area that Erasmus does not know. Baron. He was once a great leader of this land, until he was foolish enough to anger Baba Yaga. Okay, it wasn't so long. Okay, so we are done here, and I don't need any potions, so let's leave. Okay, so let's go to the guild hall. We can just see a thin thread of light under the door, so there is probably someone inside. Yeah. You enter the Adventurers Guild Hall. This Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, Saurus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, Cheetor, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. You see a registration book on the table and a bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guild master. He is snoring. Indeed he is. So let's sign, if we can. You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. And we got the point. Okay, can we talk to him? The guildmaster appears to be hard of hearing. Perhaps you should get closer.
I was so busy, I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed.
Maybe it is. Guild hall.
This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It is also a good place to talk about adventures on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielberg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got too old. Adventurers. Did I ever tell you about the time when Schultz and I rid this valley of Antwerps? Yeah,
We were real adventurers then, and this was a real guild hall. Now we are just old men, and this is just a place to tell old stories. Monsters. You can see some of the types of monsters that live around here if you look at our walls. There are trolls, griffins, cheetahs, mantrays, and goblins wandering in the woods. I hear there are even some ogres and sorceresses back in this valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of monsters around here, but we are just too old for that now. Okay. Trolls are very tough. Unfortunately, they only come out at night. The woods are very dangerous at night. Saurus. The Saurus is a monster easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. Ogres are a lot like goons, but even meaner. Not sprite though. Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up, they can take out an unwary adventurer. Cheetor. Cheetahs are ferocious creatures that charge out of nowhere and try to tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. So, mantrays? Those weird things are magical. They are best avoided. And sorceress. Don't mistake those things for sorceresses. When they come at you, it is sometimes best just to run away. Okay. Bulletin board. Over on the wall, over there, is where the jobs are posted for adventurers. Some have been there a long time now. There just aren't too many good adventurers around here lately. Uh-oh, reward. You need to talk to either the Baron or the healer about that. Healer. Her house is just north of the town gates. She's a nice woman. The castle is just north of the healer's house. And trophies. Schultz and I killed most of the monsters on those walls. One day, years ago, a pair of dragons tried to take over our valley. We adventurers rode out to meet them. I can still see Stefan von Spielburg charging forward on his black horse. He slew the dragon whose head you see on the wall, and the other one flew off. I hear people see the other dragon flying high overhead sometimes, but it has never dared to attack us again. This valley was overrun by those odd monsters one year. Schultz and I fought long and hard to rid the valley of the things. We might have failed even so, had it not been for those two peculiar tourists who came to our aid. Tourists? They said they were from some place called Andromeda, but some place south of here. Must be someplace south of here, I guess. They certainly were odd. Moose. That was the most vicious moose I ever saw. Nearly bit my nose off. I remember the day I killed one. It was the biggest I had ever seen. It put up a tough fight, but I was tougher. You could see the results on the wall. Watch out for cheetahs. I bear the scars of my fight with the one on the wall to this day. Still, it is stuffed, and I am alive. And Saurus. I remember when Hans killed the one there. It was a tough fight for him. Hans Halfwitten. He wasn't much of an adventurer, but he did manage to kill a Saurus before he made the mistake of tangling with a troll. Okay. Schultz Meisterson, okay. Schultz Meisterson and I have been friends for a long time. He too was once a real adventurer. Now he's just the sheriff of this town. Ocho.
I like Otto, even if he is a goon. Schultz has him almost trained. A goon is a lot like an ogre, not tough, but a little smarter. The sheriffs Otto and Crusher at the tavern are both goons. Sorry, we have to stop now, because I am out of time. So I will see you in a future video. Bye bye.